was raised on country.
So how has the headlining thing been going for you?
I mean, obviously I've done headlining tours before. We've done arena tours. We've done, small theater tours, but this is a different level. Being able to step up into amphitheaters, working with Live Nation, and getting to put all of this together, as people will see if they come out tonight. It's insanity. We went way over the top with it, and even when I say that, somebody was like, "Oh, is it just going to be like crazy lasers and like strobe lights the whole time?" I'm like, no. It's any show that people have seen me do before, just being able to enhance it to something they've also never seen. Okay. And there's very close, tight moments of acoustic stuff that we break down to, and then there's these huge bombastic moments for some of the bigger songs, for On stuff like that, where it's just a whole lot of fun and crazy video content. Obviously, getting to bring out some great guests with Chris Jansen and Dylan Scott. So it's incredible.
Who did you, when you weren't headlining, who did you learn the most about headlining from, would you say?
Oh, man. Garth Brooks, for sure. Jason Aldean, getting to watch his show so many times. Pretty much anybody that I've been on the road with. Brad Paisley.
Yeah, you mentioned the video content. I was wondering if you picked up stuff from him on that, or is it different kind of video content?
And you kind of have to figure out what works for you, too, because there's some things that I'm going to do that Jason wouldn't do. There's going to be things that Garth would do that I can't get away with because he's Garth. But it's fun to be able to take a lot of the favorite moments that you've seen from other people that you've been on tour with and incorporate it into your show.
So has there been anything that's gone completely wrong that you planned it out, you did all the rehearsal, and then finally getting on stage and doing the tour?
Okay, so what's funny is, we did tons of rehearsal for this because it's a 6-truck tour. We've never done this before. Everything is brand new.
Sounds like a circus.
Go out first night, flawless. Everything works. Second night, there is a gag in the show where it is one of the only points that I have to have the video run for it to make sense. And thank God I noticed that it wasn't as bright on stage. It hadn't been triggered. And so I don't think the crowd ever knew, but it was a part that just did not happen at all, which sucked. But, it's growing pains. And I've been lucky that we really haven't had very many. And it's a testament to my crew and the crews of everybody else that's out with us. And the crowds that have been out, everybody's been insane. So it's been a lot of fun.
So the tour, the song, Raised on Country, obviously being raised on country music affects your musical style. But being raised listening to country music, would you say that shaped your personality at all?
Oh, I'm sure it has. From a value standpoint, from the artists that I listen to that I really look up to, just a lot of different things that I'm sure that's affected. And, Raised on Country as a song is something that this was the obvious title for this tour.
Yeah.
What else would you do?
Yeah, well, we could have named it a lot of other things. But
Hanging On!
Oh, yeah. But this tour is just so incredibly special to me, as is the album that we're rolling right into. So
I am kind of obsessed with Porter.
He's here.
Yeah.
He's very upset. I just put him in the kennel. So he's never happy with me right now.
I was wondering if there's any kind of way you can incorporate him into the show, or is that it's still a little ways away?
I've brought him on stage before, and he did fine, but as an every night thing, it might be a little much.
Yeah.
Okay, bad for his hearing, and he needs a little earplugs.
No. I just, as far as bringing him on stage constantly, it's like you kind of have to stop the show, tell everybody what you're doing, and then bring the dog out, and so.
Hope he gives a run into the crowd for a little while, and yeah, it's like a liability.
All right, I got a final question. I'm going to do another song-related question. Hanging On, big hit for you. What is something in your life that you hung on to a little bit too long?
Oh, God.
Whether it was a fashion, maybe no one was doing that fashion anymore. Or
definitely my haircut for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some questionable fashion decisions when I was in high school, for sure. People that went with me know.
They know. All right. Well,
and we were actually just chatting with Dylan Scott, speaking of hair and growing out stuff, and both of you guys have big beards. So by the end of this tour, who's going to have the bigger beard?
Probably him.
Yeah, because it's...
Yeah, his is it's getting there.
But yours is pretty strong.
This is about as long as mine gets.
Oh, well, sorry, you're going to be outbearded.
I didn't say it was going to be outbearded.
It's just bigger.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.